Grace on your left, Thompson on your right. These players will be given the green light here in just a moment. Should be a fun one, even though Thompson on not a lot of cards here in 4 of them. Gerry will start with a mountain as we head back over to Grace. It'll be Nurse's Mind and an expedition map there for Tannon and Grace. Thompson will draw a card, picked up a copy of Hollow One. And Thompson will just pass the turn back. We'll see if Tannon has another Tron piece. He's got the Tower of Power, which means he'll have Tron online on turn number 3. A Flameblade Adept there from Thompson will be his play.
There's the boy.
Yeah. As Grace is going to search up Nurse's power plant.
Thompson's leftovers here, a Bolt, a Gut Shot, a Hollow One, and maybe a Fiery Temper.
That's exactly what it is. It's not pretty.
It's a good-looking hand.
Well, there's the Carnage. We are almost done as Thompson will lose that mountain. Gerry will draw a card. Looks like he picked up a copy of Manamorphose. And Flameblade Adept will knock Karn down to 2. Grace will untap. He'll draw. He's got Nulamog in hand, does Grace. Karn's going to go up. Fiery Temper will go Tannon Grace's way. The follow-up is an Oblivion Stone, a Tower, and a passing of the turn. We go over to Thompson. He'll draw a card. Another copy of Flameblade Adept. This is tough to watch. As Karn will fall down to 5. Fate counter will be placed on Karn via the Oblivion Stone. We'll head back over to Tannon Grace. Pick up another copy of Karn, it looks like. Tron doing Tron things, folks. Making it look easy on the mulligan. A deck that mulligans surprisingly well for what it's trying to do. I think we've learned that over time here. Karn will go up to 9. Thompson will have to exile another card from his hand. It'll be another copy of Flameblade Adept. And we pass. Big draw step. big draw. Another Manamorphose. That'll do it. Tannon Grace is going to win game number 1 here over Gerry Thompson. Mono Green Tron very easily winning that first game over Mono Red Hollow One. Thompson on a mulligan to 4. Grace on a mulligan to 6. One of those was better than the other. We go to the sideboards. We'll start with Gerry. All part of Magic, as you can see. Not the first time he's mulligan to 4, I'm sure. 4 Tormod's Crypts, 4 Ancient Grudge, 3 Eidolon of the Great Revel, 2 Shrine of Burning Rage, 2 Dismember, Patrick.
I kept bringing the Eidolons and some number of grudges here. I wouldn't want a ton of it, but 1, maybe 2 grudges, depending on how much of the sort of gut shot stuff he wants to cut.
It's a decent amount of it. I'm curious how much Burner's supposed to leave in. Probably a decent amount in this matchup to try to finish the game off. I think, right? Like these, the Fiery Tempers look weird because there's only 2 copies, but you know, it's just.
I mean, you can dump probably the Reveler. Matchup's probably determined too soon for that to be good.
Yeah.
The gut shots you can probably cut. That gets you to 3 Eidolons, 3 grudges if you wanted it. Seems about right to me.
Let's go Tannon Grace. His 3 Nature's Claims, his 3 Surgical Extractions, 3 Spatial Contortions, 3 Thragtusk, 2 Thought-Knot Seer, and a Grafdigger's Cage.
Like the Contortions, like the Thragtusks, maybe the Thought-Knot Seer, but less interested in that than the Thragtusk.
Well, that's your options. Pretty simple stuff, honestly. As we get ready here for game number 2 between the 2 players. Patrick, I know you love to peruse the sales, whether it's the holidays or not, but now every day we're updating, you're going to be a busy boy.
Yeah, every day you got to go and check back. It ends January 7th, so rolls right through the holidays. Hundreds of new items added daily over at go.starcitygames.com/holiday sale. I'm
excited. Holiday sale. Going to add new stuff every day.
Yo, who's trolling you with the dragon shields?
Yeah, see, I got to talk to I'll send an email.
It's not on sale. They cost twice as much as they usually do. You get your supplies from Ultimate Guard.
That's right.
Or nowhere at all.
There you go. There it goes.
You show up to here. You show up to one of these opens. You got Dragon Shield sleeves on. Disqualified.
Yeah, gone.
Or we're gonna just deck check you and just take a card out. You won't even know. You won't even know. Ultimate Guard for your elite gaming supplies.
Are you trying to get a job here? This is good
I
work.
already have a job. Yeah. I'm trying to get hooked up with the free swag.
Yeah.
I want a backpack, whatever the next line of uranium sleeves or whatever comes out. I want those too.
You say uranium sleeves?
Yeah.
What are you?
Deck box that comes with a key. You can lock it or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're making shields out of everything.
Right. Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We made Captain America shield
Yep.
sleeves, actually. It's just pieces of the shield.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing.
Unobtainium binder pages or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
We're making all that.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We'll have a new everything soon for you.
I get it no matter what. But, you know, we kind of have an arrangement. I sort of tangentially have an arrangement with Ultimate Guard because I do this broadcast, which they sponsor. You have a business arrangement with them, and I'm sort of tangentially related to you in some business endeavors. So
Indeed.
it's not – I don't have a sponsorship deal necessarily, but it's not nothing. You know what I mean? Dragon Shields, I don't even know anyone from there. They've never given me anything for free. Nothing. I got Ultimate Guard deck boxes from you, sleeves. I'm going to angle my way into that backpack.
I know you
soon.
are. I know you are. This is not the first time we're going to hear about it. You're going to.
So, yeah. Yeah. So we're just going to go and put a red circle and a line through it on that slide with the Dragon Shield sleeves. Upcharged.
Yep. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah. We're gonna take the Dragon Shields that you can't play with Delvers and Azkantas and tell you that you can, and then just get you game loss for that.
There it is. Trick them.
Trick them. Open up the box, take out all but 59 sleeves.
Short
Start
one.
sleeving.
Yeah,
Start sleeving. Just short one. Just short a sleeve.
I like your angle here. This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
Teach you all a lesson.
Right.
For one graphic. This is the lesson.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So yeah, you talk to your people.
I will.
You get that backpack lined up.
It'll be the first thing that I do.
Cool.
Gerry T will be on the play here for game number 2.
Gonna be looking at 6.
After that book bag conversation. I don't know if that was a plea or a demand.
It's neither.
It struck me as both.
You just know, and your people at Ultimate Guard, they know where their bread is buttered. They want to keep this. They just want to keep this humming. And part of that is, I gotta wet my beak. I gotta get a taste.
Well, I got to be about that. I'm going to have to call in an eternal favor if I ever start
you
playing.
know what? You got plenty of people to promote your brand. What you need is more people to demote opposing brands. And that is where I come in.
Yes. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Your specialty.
Yeah.
A heel turn for the ages.
Right.
All right, here we go. Flameblade Adept. We'll see if it's better than the last game for Gerry as he's going to sacrifice an Arid Mesa. Get himself a basic mountain with his mono red deck.
Yeah, you shuffle someone, you play against someone with Dragon Shield, so you push their sleeves down when you're shuffling. Mm-hmm. You put nail marks on them, and then you call a judge.
Oh, wow.
And then when you call over the judge, and now their deck's got all these nail marks on it, you say, I don't know what to tell you. These Dragon Shields, man, I got problems with them all the time. They just come out of the box marked,
You are ridiculous. You are beyond ridiculous. Gerry with the Copperline Court.
Those Ultimate Guards, though, never an issue.
Doesn't happen.
Never an issue with
Doesn't
those.
happen. No. And here's an Ancient Grudge to take care of the Expedition map. A Tower of Power, another map. That's a nice target for the other Grudge, I guess.
Yeah, that's suggestive of the Tron already being rolled up.
Yeah. If you're willing to just toss that map into the abyss, leads me to believe that you have an Urza's Mine in hand, Tannon, to go along with that power plant and tower that are on the battlefield. If I had to hazard a guess. Thompson with a hollow one and a Wooded Foothills in hand. 2 others. He'll start with Faithless Looting, which means he can play hollow one this turn if he'd like. He'll discard 2 cards, Lightning Bolt among the cards he's found.
Yeah, I think there's, if you think that Grace would only deploy the map if he already had Tron rolled up, it might be better this turn to just be as proactive as possible. Mm-hmm. tap out if you want to advancing your board, and don't bother with the grudge on the map.
Well, he will grudge the map. That's spell 2. Oh, this turns sick. This turns sick. Gutter Ball is spell 3. Gonna get in for a healthy amount. I think it's land hollow one. Yeah, this turns sicko. Well, Tannon needs the Tron or he's dead. That's how I would view things right now.
And even if he does have it, I mean, it's got to be
Worm Coil.
Right.
That was a 6-second turn. Yeah, there's the Tron. That's no surprise.
Right.
What's the payoff is the question. Because that was a nasty turn there by Gerry. And Gerry next turn, at the very least, given the resources that he has right now on the table, and the Faithless Looting in the graveyard, can deal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the very least. That is a Karn. Okay? That'll take care of Hollow One. Now, will he take care of Karn? Or keep going after Tannon? We're going to find out.
Well, he's got this draw step plus whatever he wants to do with Faithless Looting. So.
All right, let's go looting. Draw 2. Hollow one among those cards.
I think maximize velocity also among them.
I think you're right. I think maximize velocity is pretty good in this deck.
Yep.
I think so.
It's low cost because so much stuff just gets looted away or pitched whatever.
Yep.
And helps set up some combo kills. It's really threatening from Tannon's perspective. I mean, that card represents a lot.
There's Ugin. That was a scary one there. That's going to clean up everything. And with Grace at 9, it's not a runaway simply because of the maximize velocity in the graveyard. Now Thompson has Faithless Looting and a Hollow One. So he's going to play Faithless Looting.
But if he plays Hollow One, he doesn't have a card in hand to jumpstart.
But that's okay. Because Ugin can't take care of this. So now it just depends on what Grace's follow-up is.
Okay is, overly optimistic.
It's not your favorite, obviously, but, Ugin doesn't solve this problem either mode. And now Tannon needs another payoff, which, it's Tron, so, it's going to be Ulamog killing 2 things, or maybe a Walking Ballista, but going to finish this off. Actually, deal 1 and then Ugin it is a pretty nice turn. And now I'm not sure if Gerry can get back into this. He'll have to draw, running burn spells to do it. And this is Tron just flexing his muscles against Gerry, who had a very, very good start.
Yes.
And this is why Tron continues to be in the metagame. Well, Reveler. All right. Could just draw 3 bolts.
He's already down 1. It's not impossible.
Picked up a Faithless Looting. Sacrifice the Arid Mesa. Forgot Reveler was something he could find. Gas back up. This deck does go through a lot of cards.
Yeah. Kind of noteworthy when we were watching earlier against Dredge of, he's got 4 Tormod scripts, which is a ton. But when you look at how many cards this deck goes through turn after turn, you're finding 2 or 3 of them, I think, frequently in those games.
Well, Gerry with the Faithless Looting in hand. Not sure if he's supposed to play it this turn or wait.
Not sure
he wants to jump. He wants to jump start. All right, go after Ugin.
Yeah, so Grace has to decide between keeping Ugin or the Ballista.
Sure.
I think the Ballista is better here.
I think you're right because of all the mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worse from the perspective of you've seen Thompson with a bunch of grudges, so An artifact is a little less reliable to keep on the battlefield than a planeswalker probably, but I think the ballista is just too much better.
5. And now going to finish that off. What is this? Boy, the payoffs, he is not short on him. That's for sure. Thompson will draw. Let's see what this is. Manamorphose. It'd be unreal to me if he was actually able to win this game. Burning Inquiry and Revelers? And Reveler? Whew. I mean, he's got to take Reveler. I think. Yep. 3 more.
But if Grace gets to untap with the Worm Coil,
it's probably too much then.
I can't imagine Thompson winning this game conventionally. It kind of has to be the burnout, and once the Worm Coil hits once, I think that's off the table too.
This is really the first time I've seen this deck in action. In Gerry's first match, we didn't really get to see the explosions with the theatrics in the first round. There's Hollow One. But this deck, there's something going on here. This mono red deck, or I guess it does have a small splash of green. Because Tannon's needed every Haymaker.
Yeah.
If he came up even a little bit short, now, I mean, to Tron's credit, it plays a lot of them, and it plays cards like Ancient Strength to be able to find them. And I think he may have found another. But it's needed every Haymaker that it's played. It looks like he found another Ugin. And also to Tron's credit, Tannon was able to fight back from what was an incredible start from Gerry in this game.
It still took a little while for Gerry to get the ball rolling. He did have that one big turn you mentioned, but it started on turn 3, and that's a lot of time for Tron to start landing those Haymakers you were talking about.
There's Ugin. I guess one thing to note too is that the Ballista isn't particularly good anymore where it was last turn, just because it has less counters. I mean, you still have mana to dump into it, all that jazz, but...
Well, it's good from the perspective of, Thompson has to start chump blocking the Worm Coil engine. He can't really take the 6 here.
Yeah, because then he would just die.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good point. Didn't even think about that. There's Ugin. Gonna plus. Now Grace can do the thing that we saw. Well, actually, we don't know what he's gonna do yet, but we could see the same play he made, which is plus Ugin to deal something 3 and then finish it off with Ballista.
Well, you can also, if he's threatening the bolt here, he can just attack with the Worm Coil engine, and that represents lethal.
Yep.
Let Thompson chump block, and then just pass or whatever.
Well, that's going to take care of the Reveler. I think Gerry probably takes this hit now. Ooh, wow. I am surprised by the no attack.
Yeah, I think my preference would have been attack with the Worm Coil engine. It's face up that Thompson has to block because you have 4 points of burn on the table.
Yeah.
And then if you want to kill a thing afterwards, go ahead and kill a thing.
Feel free.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
Really surprised by the no attack there.
Because the Worm Coil is 6, and then you have the Ugin, which is 3, and your Ballista that was left over, which is 1. If he wants to double block and trade, awesome. If he wants to chump, awesome. Kill the other thing if you care to. And then, next turn's kind of rolled up already.
Mm-hmm. So let's see what comes next here for Thompson, as Grace hopes that he doesn't die somehow this turn. All right, Flameblade Adepts pass the turn back. I have to imagine that doesn't make it through the turn. All right. Will he attack with one coil engine this time?
I would not let Thompson chump block with the Adept. Just shoot it down and then attack with the Worm Coil. Your Ugin's out of range.
All right. Grudge in the graveyard.
Yep.
That means Tannon never got the life from his Worm Coil. Well, let's see what the follow-up's going to be. Relic is interesting. This weirdly strikes me as winnable.
I don't believe that to be the case.
Not anymore. Go back over to Gerry. Copperline Gorge the draw.
I mean, it is kind of wild that the game has gone on for as many turns as it's gone on for at this point, but I'd be shocked if Thompson was able to get this one.
Burning Inquiry.
Because as long as Grace just sits on the Relic and doesn't do anything, you don't have to worry about getting, cheesed out by a bunch of Arc-like Phoenixes all at the same time. And then what's the other path for Thompson to do something big? I don't know if there is one.
Arc-like Phoenix goes into the graveyard. Gerry left with 2 cards. Bedlam Reveler among them. So this is part of the reason. This is the part of the reason that I wanted to Relic on Tannon. I wanted to Relic on Tannon's turn.
Yeah,
is because Reveler kind of works itself back into the equation now a little bit, where it wouldn't before. Bolt and Gut Shot in hand now.
Yeah, I might have spoken too soon here. I guess the Relic is still a lot of cushion here.
Like, it's still good. I just can't believe how many cards a mono red deck gets to see in a game.
He doesn't have when you have Burning Inquiry and Goblin Lord, it's not like you have full control over all the cards.
Well, of course,
yeah,
of
but
course.
You're right. You churn through quite a bit.
You wouldn't expect. I mean, if I told you I was playing like an all mountain deck and I get to see half my deck every game, you would be like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
You've got Goblin Lord, Burning Inquiry, Bedlam Reveler, Faithless Looting, Manamorphose. Like, you're seeing a lot of cards. Draw step, gonna bolt the Ugin. Knock it down a peg. And just the fact that, like, this deck is going toe-to-toe with Tron that's had Tron the entire time is nuts to me. Ugin, well...
Okay, fine.
Well, fine. Yeah. Fine, Ugin and Karn, you win. Ugin and Karn, you win. Tannon Grace is going to win this match here over Gerry Thompson. 2 games.